Are you considering purchasing Marriott Vacation Club Abound Trust Points? And maybe you're trying to figure out, what is it all going to cost you in the end? Well, in this video, I go through all the numbers, cover all the costs to figure out the total cost of ownership. And I'll go over it with you right after this. Hello and welcome to Destination Timeshare. I'm Jeremy. Today we're going to be going through all of the numbers, the total cost of ownership for a Marriott Vacation Club timeshare purchase. And as we go through this, there's going to be a lot of math, a lot of numbers. So in addition to this, I've actually created a free digital download available through Teachable that you can access down in the description box below or the very first pinned comment. That digital download is essentially an Excel spreadsheet which will allow you to run through a number of different scenarios, even do some comparisons there. And if maybe prices have changed since this video was published, well, that digital download will or should have the current price, but it'll also let you adjust certain numbers to kind of tailor it to your needs so you can get a good idea of what your total cost of ownership would be, depending on the many different factors that might impact your purchase. So as I said, that is available through Teachable, actually the platform where you can also sign up for MVC Made Easy, the entire online course dedicated to teaching you everything that I know about Marriott Vacation Club timeshare ownership. If you want to take advantage of that, go over there, check that out, but be sure to download the digital download because there will also be a $10 off coupon for MVC Made Easy available only for a limited time. Specifically today, we're talking about purchasing Marriott Vacation Club points directly from Marriott Vacation Club. We're going to do this now, starting out with kind of a hypothetical number of 3,000 points. Why exactly did I pick 3,000 points? Well, it's kind of a good round number. It should be able to get you 7 nights in a 2-bedroom in a lot of different locations. It's certainly not going to give you 7 nights in a 2-bedroom in places like Hawaii, maybe even the Caribbean. And also considering we're going to own these points for 30 years. Well, 30 years, you might own them for less, you might own them for more, you might pass them on to heirs, or you might even sell them later on. So current price, as far as I know, is still $16.60 a point. There will be discounts on that, so we'll work through that here. So here, $16.60 per point for 3,000 points. That is $49,800. A lot of money, but Marriott Vacation Club actually provides a discount when you're purchasing 3,000 points. They'll give you 15% off. Isn't that great? Works out to a $7,470 discount. So your new price is $42,330. There are closing costs here. I'm not 100% sure of the number, but I'm going to go with $895. So your total purchase price is $43,225. We're going to add up a bunch of different numbers at the end to kind of figure out that cost per night. Now moving on to maintenance fees. Maintenance fees are $170.98 per beneficial interest. Beneficial interest is essentially 250 points. So ultimately, with a 3,000 point purchase, you do have 12 beneficial interests. But we can also break this down to a maintenance fee per point of 68.392 cents per point. So doing the math with either of those numbers, we come out to a first year maintenance fee of $2,051.76 for the first year. Maintenance fees, like everything else in the world, will most likely go up in price. We're going to kind of go with a conservative number here of 3% per year. Might be a little bit less, might be a little bit more, might be a lot more, but chances are it's not going to go down. So I think sticking with a conservative number of 3%, kind of a good thing. Your fee after 5 years is going to be $2,309.27. And by year 30, you're going to be paying $4,835.11. Now, taking all of the fees between year 1 and year 30 and adding them all together, the total maintenance fees that you would be paying are $97,613. That's year 1 plus year 2 plus year 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way up to 30. A lot of money there. Really, the true cost of ownership is here in the annual maintenance fee. It's more than double what the actual purchase price was. Now the next thing we need to figure out here is the annual club dues. This is essentially a fee you pay every year just for the privilege of owning those points. And right now, for somebody who owns 3,000 points, that's going to be $230. But again, it goes up. I'm not going to use the same calculation because for it, kind of notice that every other year it either goes up $5 or $10. So I'm going to go with this. Every other year it's going up $5, and then 2 more years later it's going to go up $10. So rolling that out over 30 years, well, guess what? By year 30, that $230 will have grown to $335, and in those 30 years, you will be paying a total of $8,440. So we're starting to see the numbers here we're going to be adding together. Your club dues, the maintenance fees, and the purchase price, well, the 30-year cost is $149,278. So now we'll go back to those 30 years and that's 7 nights per year, thinking out of 3,000 points we can get 7 nights. That works out to 210 nights total. You might be able to get more, you might be able to get less, but pretty good number there. Works out to a cost per night, here's the big number, of $710.85 a night in a 2-bedroom unit. Now thinking about that today, $710 is sounding kind of high, but what are hotel prices, rooms going to cost 30 years from now? Hard to forecast, but they're probably going to be a lot more than they are today. But will they be $710? Will they be more? Will they be less? Not too sure. Now, you might be saying, what about the bonus points that they gave you? You know, when you sign with Marriott Vacation Club, they provide a purchase incentive, what they also call first day incentives. And in this case, when you're buying 3,000 points, they're going to give you double that amount. So you'll essentially get 6,000 what they call plus points. These are points that can be used anytime within the next 24 months. Those do have some value. Nailing down exactly what the value is for those is kind of tough. You can probably go out and rent them from another owner for maybe 70 cents a point. Maybe you're considering booking some stays with those, and maybe the value of that stay is actually $1 per point. Well, we'll be conservative here and we'll say $1 per point. So that's $6,000 in value from those plus points. So we're actually going to subtract that from our total cost of ownership over the 30 years. Well, you're now paying $143,278. We have those same 210 nights over the 30 years, but guess what? Because we have those 6,000 points, we figure we can get 7 nights out of 3,000. Well, you get an extra 14 nights worth of time from those points. And well, now we have 224 nights. And if we do the math here, well, that's only going to cost you $639.63 per night. It does bring that number down fairly significantly. You just got to look at all of these numbers when you're looking at total cost of ownership. You might be thinking, hey, what about financing? They're offering me financing for my purchase of Marriott Vacation Club. Well, I'm here to tell you kind of upfront, financing is going to add significant costs to the ownership. We're going to run through the numbers here real quick. We're going to say an 11.99% interest rate, 10 years, and we're ultimately financing $38,097. That's because you have to put at least 10% down, and you usually can't finance those closing costs. And if we now jump over to an online mortgage amortization calculator, you're going to see that the cost of financing is $65,563. Add back to that the 10% down that we had to put. That's $4,233. Closing costs, $895. So our total here is, instead of $43,225 to purchase the 3,000 points, well, it's $70,691. Add back the 30 years of maintenance fees at $97,613, the 30 years of club dues of $8,440, and we'll get back that value of those 6,000 bonus points. And now we have a total all-in cost of $170,744. And looking again at 224 nights, wow, $762.26. So you can see here, financing does increase the cost significantly. Ultimately, if you can, pay cash. If you can't do it without financing, it's considered really a luxury purchase. You probably really shouldn't be buying Marriott Vacation Club Timeshare. Now maybe during your presentation, they're actually offering you a financing bonus to kind of hook you into that expensive financing they're going to give you bonus plus points, usually in the amount of points that you're actually purchasing. So in our scenario here, you'd be getting 3,000 bonus points after carrying that mortgage on the points for 18 months. Well, let's take a look at this because that bonus probably isn't as good as it sounds. You can actually only put 20% down for this financing bonus. You put more down, you're no longer eligible for the bonus. Put less down, obviously you get the same bonus. But we're going to say here, we're putting the full 20% down to try and save on those interest costs. Well, your finance amount here is now $33,864. And the interest you'll actually pay when we go and look at the schedule at a mortgage amortization calculator for those 18 months, you're actually going to be paying $5,852.80 just in interest in those 18 months. First few years of most any mortgage is primarily a lot of interest, very little principal. It's not only until you get towards the end that you're paying a lot more principal than you are in interest. So like I said, for those first 18 months, almost $6,000 ultimately works out to $1.95 per point. Think about it this way. You can actually rent points from other owners. They'll transfer the points to you for about 70 to 75 cents at the most right now. So you can actually rent over 8,000 points, given kind of current rental rates for points, with the amount of interest that you would be paying here alone. And if you want to understand how points transfers work, well, I did do a previous video on just that. So take a look at this video up here in the upper right, maybe though after you finish watching this one first. And if we look at it in the cost of per night, $5,852, maybe we can book 7 nights with that 3,000 points. Well, $836 per night in what might be a 2-bedroom. Probably comparable to Marriott.com rates. Definitely probably a lot more than a traditional hotel room. So you can actually see here why this financing promotion really isn't all that great of a deal. And you might have also been wondering, well, what about your ability to sell those points later on the resale market? They probably should still have some resale value. What also about opportunity cost? That's the cost of what your money could have been doing for you just sitting somewhere in a bank account. That is all included in that digital download. So I'm actually kind of curious, are you considering a purchase of Marriott Vacation Club timeshare ownership? I'd love to hear your total all-in cost. Leave that down in the comments below. And if maybe you've just sat through a presentation, maybe you even purchased and you're now having second thoughts. Well, if you're still in your legal right of rescission period, I'd actually suggest going over and checking out this video. Give some information there on how to rescind your timeshare purchase. Maybe give you a chance to do some more research, understand really what it is you're buying. And also don't forget that companion digital download and the $10 off coupon for MVC Made Easy. So check that out down in the pinned comment below. And you can also find it in the description box. And also, if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Really does help out these videos. I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much. And also to see another video about Marriott Vacation Club, well, I'll put a link to one right here, the good and the bad of Marriott Vacation Club points. So certainly if you're considering purchasing points, you want to watch this next. Thanks for watching. And remember, until next time, the best destination is always a timeshare.